What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the boxing clinic. Y'all know what it is. We about to get the ball rolling. Doing a lot of hours at work, so the schedule is fluctuating up and down. So I get them in when I can. But y'all already know I'm dropping a minimum of 5 videos a day. So that's just how we keep it rolling on the boxing clinic. But thanks for everybody subscribing. But Bob Arum confirms a couple things, and I'm gonna transition into another video after this about the possibilities of if Crawford beats Jeff Horn, which I'm going to talk about in 1 minute, of if he will fight some PBC fighters. But Jeff, me so horny. He got to fight with Gary Corcoran. I haven't broke down tape on Gary Corcoran out of the UK. But, I hate to jump to conclusions, but hopefully he wins. Jeff Horn. Then Bob Arum wants to make the fight in March or April or May at the latest. I think he said. I'll leave the article in the description. But I heard March 10th was the day that they was targeting. But since then, that Jeff Horn fight got moved up by a month to December, which will be on ESPN. I think the Wednesday before David Lemieux and Billy Joe Saunders around 6 p.m. On Eastern Standard Time, I think. Don't quote me on that. But ESPN did pick it up. And, he vowed to ESPN, he vowed to his fighters that his top guys will be more active and fight more than 2 times a year. So Crawford is slated to fight 3 times next year. And, obviously, the Jeff Horn fight. Then he said he wants him to come back in the summer. In the fall. In the summer, and then, excuse me. Then Bob said he wants to come back in the fall or the fall or winter area. So he wants Crawford to fight 3 times next year, and that's good. Jeff, me so horny. He told Crawford to bring it on. I think he said that. Yeah, he said bring it on. He ready. And he had to know this was coming. But for Terence Terence Crawford, he got a great opportunity ahead of him. The Horn fight is probably gonna happen in the States. It won't be in Nebraska. It's probably gonna be in Las Vegas, from what I'm hearing. March 10th was the tentative target date for one of the arenas in Vegas. I can't remember which one they was talking about. But it it's gonna be moved up to like April, May. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jeff Horn faked the injury or so he had a cut or something like that, or potentially dropped that belt and tried to go make a big clash with Anthony Mundine. Hurt us a lot of money in that one. But he would have to move up a bit, but he's a big 147. But, Bob Arum said he wants to deliver this fight, and this was his intention, to get the belt out of Manny Pacquiao's hands to get it into Terence Crawford. Pacquiao didn't want to pass the torch, so Bob Arum passed it for him and passed it to Jeff Horn. And Jeff Horn, he ain't going to be sitting on that title long. Crawford is going to beat the dog walking shit out of him. But it's not even just that. I'm looking for this to be the perfect get your feet wet fight for Crawford. This will tell us, engage us where Crawford is physically at welterweight. Will his power translate? Can he handle a physical guy like Jeff Horn, who's very physical and has a very awkward and rugged style? And it will tell you physically, because Jeff Horn will physically test your physical strength. Pushing you, headbutting you, elbowing you. This is going to truly show a lot of people physically where Crawford is. And we know he has the skill, but when you move up in weight, I remember, I think it was Mark, I forget his name, lower weight class, Mark Too Sharp or whatever, I forget his name, what it was. No, it was Calvin Kelly, I'm sorry. He said that when you move up in weight, you want to finesse your opponent, basically. He said you want to use your speed and your skills to outmaneuver him and outwork him, outbox him. You don't usually move up in weight to become more physical, to, push and be rugged. You have your exceptions like Roberto Duran, and guys who squeeze down and make weight. But you want to be able to be faster, quicker, maneuver around people, and use your skills and finesse them more. And I think that's what you're going to see from Terence Crawford. I think he's going to show the world why that he's one of the best pound-for-pound fighters out there, if not number one. And he's going to box Jeff Horn ears off. But Jeff Horn is going to be tough. He's going to come at him. He's going to test him physically. He's going to test his testosterone, his mental fortitude, and test to see if he got the balls to hang in there physically. And, it's a fight that I'm looking forward to be honest. I think this is the perfect table setter for Terence Crawford. I think he's ready. He's already training. He came into the gym with some gym shoes on. Some guys called him out. He beat him up. This dude is a grade A competitor, And, when you a competitor like that, and it not only shows outside the ring and, and what he does, it shows inside the ring. when somebody hits Crawford, Crawford want to hit you back 3 or 4 times cleanly. And that's a gift and a curse. It'll work with you. It'll work against you at times. But he seems to know when to turn it on and when not to turn it on. And that competitive nature is what make Bud Crawford. And, you know, ever since he got shot in the head, the dice game seemed like he turned his life around and became a family man. And that's good, man. I look for this brother to do great things. Next video, we out.